Hello guys, welcome to this video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to integrate REDBILLER's API into your business. My name is Daniel and I'm a front-end engineer here at REDBILLER Technologies. So I want you guys to put your eyes on the screen here as I take you through the process. So what you can see now on your screens is the REDBILLER dashboard when you're signed in as a merchant. So you go here to this drop down at the top right hand corner. When you click on it, you go to the integrate tab, and when you click on that, it takes you to this view. So here, to be able to use developer documentation, you have to have a developer account. And to create one, you just come to this plus icon over here, you click on it, you put in your first name, your surname, and email address. It's as simple as that. And once you get a developer account, you would need this key that I highlighted over here. Would need it to be able to access the documentation. When you get an account, it looks like this, and the key is over here. So once you copy the key, you click on this link here to go to the documentation. So now, while the developer documentation, you paste the key you copied earlier to be able to access it. So when you click on get started, it takes you to where you can get all the endpoints to be able to perform a service on in your business. So this is just the getting started page. Takes you through what every little thing on the documentation means. So yeah. We click on this documentation area to take us to the services available, and the endpoints are with them. So we have plenty of services here. We have bank transfers, we have bulk bank transfers, we have payments to sub accounts, we have USSD payments, mobile payments, that's for airtime, and the likes. So for this video, I'm going to be using for bank transfer. I'm going to be calling the endpoints for bank transfer. So for this is the endpoint here, and this body parameters shows what needs to be passed into the payload object. So the account number is required and should be passed as a string. The bank code is required and should be passed as a string. Amount, number, and is required to. Same thing with narration and reference. So this is an example. This is a sample request that can be sent, and how it should look like. The bank code they should have a bank code, account number, amount, narration, this here. So for the bank code, each bank has a particular code attached to them, and to get the bank codes, you can just click on this link here. This link now takes you to an endpoint that has all the details of the bank codes that we would need. So you can just come here, copy these endpoints, you copy it, and you go to Postman. I'm sure most of you know the software, you're a developer in that software, definitely, yeah. So I've pasted the endpoints here, and that's not all. I would need some headers to be able to access this API. And the headers I'll need, is written over here. I'll need private key and content type. So to get my private key, let me quickly do this here. So to get the value of my private key, I'll come back to the REDBILLER dashboard, and then I'll go to settings. Just give a second here. So now that the settings is loaded up, I'll go to the API and webhook section of it, and then you can see private key. You can see private key. When you click on this, you provide your PIN, and then the private key shows up and you can copy it. For me, I have mine saved somewhere. So the private key is here. So I've put in the value of the private key, and now I can send the request. So it's loading. You see, I'll go to my response back. Response was 200. Message is successful. So from here you can see that each bank has a bank code. So for example, let's say I'm looking for Kuda bank code. So this is, then the bank code is here. I can just copy it, so that when I'm making my requests, I'm making my post request, I can select the Kuda account to transfer to. So we're back to the documentation, and for the post request for a transaction, this is the endpoint coming. The endpoint for the initiate transaction here. So we'll just copy that. I'll come here and we'll put it in. Then it's a post request. So I'll select post. It's here by the name that it's a post request. So I'll make sure I'm sending a post request. And this is an example request that we can put in to test if it's working. So I can go to body, come here to send in the request parameters, the payload. So for the bank code, the one I got earlier from Coda, I'll just copy that and paste it in the bank code. Amount, so let's say I want to send 100 naira, and then I'll need an account number. So account number, okay, I'm putting an account number. So for narration, let's say REDBILLER API. Let's just do that, and the reference can be anything as long as it's alphanumeric, it's going to work. So yes, so let's send this request. It's taking, it's loading. So yes, you can see the response. True, transaction successful. It says the bank name, says the account name, says the narration, says the amount, says the charge, It says that in the response. And I will show you on my bank app that the transaction went successfully. I will put a screenshot of that on the video. Then that's basically how the API works. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Please drop a like, comment, subscribe, share this to your friends and other merchants that you know will be interested in this. Thank you for your time.